My dad tacked it in place and he looked at me and said, "You want to weld?" I was like, "Sure." Ryan Thomas, welder fabricator for MPD. Yeah, I used to run a lot of derbies. My dad and I, we pretty much got in with a group of buddies, and one thing led to another, and we wound up building my mom a derby car back in early 2001. And it just progressed from there into a real big hobby for all of us. 2001, I was about 12. Stopped racing after about 6 years. When I turned 15, my dad and I built our first derby car for me, and my mom slowly got out of it, so I picked back up and kept running with it. And my dad mainly took care of the motor, transmission, and drivetrain and all that kind of stuff, and I got into more of the welding and fabrication part of it. Pretty much self-taught. Yeah, I picked it up and just kept playing with it until I figured it out. The first couple derby cars I didn't weld on, but one car in particular, it was a 71 Buick LeSabre that we got out of a junkyard. It was completely torn apart, and we somehow put it back together. And we were missing a bunch of brackets for the hood hinges. And my dad and I were sitting there looking at it, and we found a piece of metal that we could make work for a bracket. And my dad tacked it in place, and he looked at me and said, "You want to weld?" I was like, "Sure." And after that, it was just nonstop. Kind of both. Cars you can have a little bit of fun with. Trucks, you can kind of do anything that a car can't do, so it's kind of best of both worlds. My favorite car would probably be a 1970 Plymouth Superbird. Yeah, it's a dream car. It's actually very rewarding. We can bounce ideas off of each other and pretty much grow ourselves into being better than we were the day before. First weld I did here was actually on a bunch of intakes. Yep. The first day I was here, we were welding aluminum intakes up, and I was welding all the mounts and the sensor flanges on. It's more precise. You can actually keep everything kind of fitting the way it needs to fit. If you do it off the motor, you have a chance of it not fitting properly. So when we weld on the motor, everything we know from the manifolds to the turbo is going to fit and not have any issues on install. Stainless. Yeah, if you get a nice good color on TIG weld with stainless, and you sit back and you're looking at it, and it's got that nice even look all the way through, and the nice blues and golds, that's rewarding. Inspirational. One thing I try to do is the day before, whatever weld I put down, the next day I'm going to do better than that. I'm always trying to better myself every day, so it keeps me going. I'm actually very grateful for the position I've been put in here. I've learned a lot, been able to bounce ideas off of people, learn new things. It's just like my motto, I better myself every day. Improving all the products and just going that extra step.